Hi, the topic I'm discussing today is endometrial cancer. Endometrial cancer is a type of cancer that's found in the uterus, which is the hollow pear-shaped organ found in women. It begins in the layer of cells that form the lining of the uterus, which is why it is sometimes called uterine cancer. Other types of cancers can form in the uterine, such as uterine sarcoma, but those are a lot less likely to occur than endometrial cancer. Endometrial cancer is also found at a very early stage. Doctors don't know exactly what causes endometrial cancer, however, there are some risk factors. Um, these risk factors include obesity, endometrial overgrowth, women who've never had children before, or women who went through menopause after the age of 55. To reduce your risk of being diagnosed with endometrial cancer, one should consider taking birth control pills or exercising regularly and maintaining a healthy weight. Endometrial cancer is considered stage 1 if the cancer is limited to the body of the uterus and hasn't spread beyond that to areas such as the lymph nodes or distant sites. Standard treatment for stage 1 endometrial cancer includes surgery, and usually no further treatment is needed. In some cases, especially those with like higher grade tumors, doctors will consider radiation after surgery. Women who can't have surgery due to medical reasons will usually just start with just radiation alone. When endometrial cancer is stage 2, that means that it's spread to the connective tissue of the cervix, but it still hasn't grown outside of the uterus. This would also include surgery and possible radiation after, but a different option is just to give radiation therapy first, and then that's followed by a simple hysterectomy. Chemo is also sometimes used in this stage of cancer. Stage 3 endometrial cancers have spread outside of the uterus, but if the doctor believes that all the visible cancer can be removed, just hysterectomy is done. Stage 4A endometrial cancers have grown inside the bladder or bowel, while stage 4B endometrial cancers have spread to lymph nodes outside the pelvic or para-aortic area. In most cases of stage 4 cancers, it's spread too far for it all to just be removed by a simple surgery. A hysterectomy may be done to prevent bleeding, and also for this radiation therapy may be used too. Recurrent endometrial cancer, those treatments just depend on the locations of the cancer and the amount of cancer there is. This year, an estimated 54,870 women in the United States will be diagnosed with endometrial cancer, and also it's estimated that 10,170 deaths from this cancer will occur this year. Endometrial cancer is said to be starting to grow a lot in the United States because of the increase in obesity. It's now the 4th most common cancer and the 7th most common cause of death of cancer for women in the United States. The overall 5-year survival rate is 82%, while the survival rate without spread is 95%, and survival rate with regional spread is 68%. My freshman year of high school was one of the hardest years of my life. I remember coming home one day to my parents sitting on the front porch and sitting me down and having a long talk with me and explaining everything that had to do with my mom being diagnosed with endometrial cancer. They found it really early. It was just stage 1. So she just had a simple surgery and they got all of it out, which is why I'm glad to say that my mom is now 5 years cancer-free. So basically, just having to hear the words, "I have cancer," come out of someone's mouth, like anyone's mouth, but especially someone that you love, hearing them say that, it's just devastating. But you just know that you have to be strong for them, so like, you have to stay positive, so they'll stay positive. I love my mom more than anything in the world, so I couldn't thank God enough for allowing her to beat this cancer and still be here with me.